Her first song was called "The Child of God." Did that look like a child of God to you?
And 3 certified albums?
It hurts so good.
Okay, just like this podcast, this proves that there is no correlation between talent and success.
Okay, so you and I have talked a lot about music in the past, but we really haven't talked about album covers themselves because there's a lot of fantastic artwork out there, like Sgt. Pepper, right?
Sure.
For example.
Sure.
Then you've got a lot of minimalist stuff like the Beatles' White Album or the Metallica Black Album, for example. Not a lot going on
Exactly.
there. But then there's these are the uncredited heroes of the album cover world, and we need to talk about these. Now, some of these are religious, and I know that making fun of religious music or religious people is like really easy and the lowest common denominator when it comes to comedy. I get that, but that doesn't stop me from doing it. So we're going to take a look at the first one. This is the Faith Tones with more Aquanet than I've ever seen in my life. This is amazing. The title of the album is Jesus Use Me, and they're not really very specific about what they want to have.
That makes me uncomfortable.
It does. It
makes
scary.
me uncomfortable.
Now, here's the worst part about this. On the right, look real carefully. That's John Lithgow in drag. I'm convinced of that. Look at the face. Because this was in like 1976. We don't know what happened to him in 1976. He wasn't around. I mean,
it wasn't until like the early 80s,
right? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel feeling that this is actually John Lithgow who decided to
It might be.
leave the religious music world away and go right into acting.
What a dumb move that
I know.
was.
He obviously has so much more potential.
He's like, Jesus could be using me right
I know.
now.
I could be being used by Jesus, but he's not. So.
That guy does look a little gender fluid.
Yeah, that is and that was before it became cool, apparently, right?
Because it is so cool.
Yeah, it's so cool now.
Yeah, nobody I respect more.
Let's see what else we got.
Now I have to say, is this very low hanging fruit on the Christian album covers?
I wouldn't even know because now we're going to talk about the Alexander Quartet. Let me touch him.
Oh, look, it's the original Men's Wearhouse poster. How about that?
Again, for the name of the goddamn album, Let Me Touch Him.
Let Me Touch Him?
Yes.
Let me touch
That's the name of the album.
They look like they're part of the clergy too. Look at those glasses. Those are clergy glasses.
Sure. You know that 5 minutes after this photo shoot was done, there was a 4-way reach around. There is no way these guys. I think these guys are actually part of lemonparty.org. If you look at
every one of these guys is on the sex offender registry.
Absolutely,
they
invented
that guy on the second to the
second from the left. Right?
Yeah. Second to the left.
He looks like a serial killer, bro.
Absolutely,
you're right. The guy on the left does look like a kid toucher.
There is zero chance that there's not a crawl space under somebody's house.
Absolutely,
right now. Serial killer. Third guy, kid watcher.
Yes,
right. He likes to play with him.
Right.
Guy on the right is just
he's not comfortable with his sexuality. On the guy on the right.
Yeah,
he's also a little on the fluid side too.
What's up with his lips, bro? His mouth is bugged up.
And that is an ill-fitting jacket, if I might say so.
They all are.
If your album cover is going to be based on you wearing matching jackets, you better have one that fits.
Absolutely.
Let me touch him. It's probably not religious. It's probably just talking about like little boys or something.
Yeah. Like I said, reach arounds were had all the way.
So we got.
What else do we got over
I don't know why.
That's Rolandi Fath.
That guy on the right just has a face that says, "I hate my son."
Oh, for sure.
I don't.
He hates everything in that.
It's
his
awful.
dad said the same thing about him.
Oh wow.
Okay. Now all right. So
what is this?
I know what is this. Well, so let me back this up a little bit. So first of all, this is polka music, number one, and number two, he's kind of like the Polish version of Weird Al. So
fair enough.
This album cover's a little tongue in cheek. He's kind of in on the joke, but it's still. I had to show you this because what the actual fuck.
It's a little fork and cheek.
It's like an average British meal. It looks like.
Yeah, it does. Ketchup on. I'm assuming that's ketchup on pineapple on Spam.
It's Spam, ketchup, pineapple, and then more ketchup because ketchup and pineapple.
And then him on top.
On a bed of stale lettuce.
Is it a garnish?
It is.
It's a garnish. Yeah, that's. I mean, in a way, I'm almost like, does he think it's funny, or was this just like, no, this is like avant-garde 1972?
Right. I think they found a bunch of clip art lying around the studio together.
He's like, no, people think Warhol did this.
Right.
Like,
exactly. That's what he's going for. He's missing the can of soup in the background.
Wait. Before you eat that, let me just get a picture of that.
Yeah.
This definitely describes my music.
Right. So it was somebody's job to actually trim out his head as a photo and put it together.
Yeah.
That's
it was
the
in
sad thing.
1976. Honestly impressed.
Yeah, trimming off his
they
head.
have the little hairs right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen worse. I've seen worse Photoshop.
Ironically, it was the guys from the last album cover that trimmed off his head literally and put it on the pineapple.
Absolutely.
Second from the left.
By the way,
yes, subliminal swinger. You're right.
There's actually because of the pineapple, right? Right. Okay.
Swamp Dog.
This is Swamp Dog.
Yeah.
Rat on by Swamp Dog. Now it needs to be said, and I didn't know this, but he is apparently. This is Snoop is apparently not the first DOWG. Clearly he is.
You're
He's
right.
honestly a real one for that.
Instead of Swamp D-O-double-G, it was
Yes.
Snoop D-O-double-G.
Right, exactly.
You're right.
He's the original one. This is the first time I've seen this. Now, again, some really
Yes.
creative photography work here.
on.
He is really happy about being on top of a rat. I can't even imagine what this. I don't even know.
What is he going for there?
I don't know.
What is he going for there? Is that
Like right on and then rat on. He's like, well, if it's gonna be rat on, we gotta put rat on.
Yes,
Right.
Peter.
They were having
Definitely
a
good
meeting. They were
insight.
thinking, so I want to say right on,
insight.
but I want to be literal about it. How literal would you like to get?
Rat on, literally on a rat.
Yeah.
Let's make it that
Can
literal.
we get on a rat? Oh, you're just being silly now. We can do that.
How big of a rat can you get?
Yeah, it's just.
That's a giant rat.
That's a
Jesus.
big
It's
rat.
like Ario,
dude.
yes.
Do you think the rat's dead? Like they just like killed the rat and like, pasted it in there.
From Princess Bride, those are the things. Okay, this is a good one. Here we go.
Metal
Metal Tit.
By Deathcore. Now, I know exactly. Now here's
Looks
the
like
thing.
this is Death Corpse.
Death Corpse, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Now
yeah,
this
yeah.
is a German band from the '90s, and I can
tell.
Obviously. Now, first
Yeah.
of all, the cover
Metal
looks
Tit.
like I like the Chernobyl going on in the background. Like, that's
Definitely
of course, the
post-war.
giant musical tit. I'm sure what happened is they sat down with the producers and they kind of said, okay, so we couldn't think of any kind of real good titles that they liked. They're like, well, we like metal and we like tits.
Right, yeah.
Why don't we just throw them together on one big cover?
Right,
And
merge
then,
them.
exactly.
Merge
Now, the
them.
funny thing is they
Yes.
had to fight copyright for the Third Reich because it turns out the Third Reich actually experimented with giant metal
Is that
rolling
right?
down the field. Yeah, they took their Tiger tanks
Yeah.
and repurposed them
Right.
because they found out that, as it turns out, and I know this from personal experience, you cannot fire a fully automatic weapon and masturbate at the same time. So because of that,
That was a good dovetail.
Are you sure?
Seamless,
yes,
seamless,
exactly.
one might say.
Right. So because of that, they decided to put that onto the front lines, and then it was too late. By then, they had already lost. By the time the Metal Tit Brigade
I
got
see.
to the front, the war was already lost.
So,
That's
so
what
the
they
Metal
thought.
Tit Brigade worked out as well for the Nazis as it did for this band. On the
Exactly.
cover. I got you.
Absolutely.
Okay. Right.
Yep. That's exactly. it.
That's
So,
good.
yeah.
Deathcore. Now, is it Deathcore? And here's why I'm
Death
wondering.
Corps.
I see the
Yeah.
corpse, but are they doing like a plan where it's like Marine Corps, the way Marine Corps spell with an S
I
in
think
the
this
end?
is
You know
core,
what I
as in
mean?
I think it's the
Military.
plural. I think it's core,
German.
not corpse
Yeah.
like dead body. If it is,
Yeah.
if it is corpse, that's way more credit than we should be giving them.
It might have been, that might have been the very ambiguity that doomed their career.
Absolutely, because nobody knew what they were at. There's
what
like
they thought was-
the Oneaters.
Who wants to touch a metal tit?
Also, I know how they just gave up on the tires. Like, what are those? Snowballs? Like, the other thing I get, you know,
They're
the other thing,
cancer.
but
They
just
took a lot of
looks
time
terrible.
figuring out every
Yeah.
single one of those spot welds all the way
Yeah,
up to tit,
and then we
they
just have
just
these
left the tires
fucking-
alone.
Yeah.
Or they're like non-conforming, like those bouncy balls. Remember those things?
It
Right,
looks,
yeah,
yeah, it looks
yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. That's what did them in.
It's supposed to be like skiing.
Two cannons going in two different directions.
Yeah.
Very ineffective from
Yeah.
a military standpoint.
Like the turrets don't converge either, even though they're kind of meant to.
Right.
See what I mean? It's very
They almost
askew.
look like eyes in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of throwing me off.
One's going one way, one's going
Like
the other way.
like non-conforming nipples is what you're saying. Yes,
The hardest
yes.
nipples of all time, man. I mean, look, they're
Right.
just
Oh,
shooting
my
out
God.
there. Oh my-
It gets cold in
sure.
Germany. They're at the base of the Alps. They knew that this was going to happen. Yeah, so the boob left completely flat and round at the top, and then they got out there like,
Well,
oh, Ach du Lieber, there's a big nipple on the top.
The smokestacks are just like that too. Like
Right.
they look more
Yeah.
like nipples in.
I know.
Seriously,
Right.
right?
They're going
There is
off.
so much going on in this.
I know, and yet nothing at all.
Modern art at its finest.
Exactly.
Nice.
Moving on.
Yes.
I'm just picturing like instead of like a Trojan horse, it's just the metal tit. That's convincing.
Who would not let a metal tit in if it came to your front
Bring it
door?
in. Bring
We
it in.
started this analysis with "This is awful," but I'm literally intrigued. I'm very intrigued.
I
by
want
this
to
now.
know more. It's like, honey, the metal tit is
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
let it in. It's fine.
We have to have the band members on the show. The
Oh, my
surviving
God,
members,
the
of course.
surviving, if
Those
there
that
are
didn't
any.
commit suicide is what I
Oh
mean.
my god.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
from pure... Oh, God.
Humiliation.
I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this because, again, this took a while to cultivate, and I found all the best ones, and I took a whole lot down, and I just found some of the most awful things.
No,
And
labor
again,
well spent, dude.
That the lead singer of that band, like you can't put that on a dating profile. Like I was the lead singer of Death Corpse. You know, like
You may know me from Metal
oh,
Tit.
why don't you come over?
It's a conversation that arises like, look, there's something I need to talk to you about. Before we go further in
Before
our
we go any
relationship,
further, oh no, you're on a registry. No, those guys from Let Me Touch Them are on the registry. Okay, here we go. Patty Roberts, Songs for Gay Dogs.
Bestiality up in here.
What?
man.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It's real. No, it's real.
Songs for gay dogs.
Is there, we need some, I need some background on this.
I don't have any. I'm sorry. I
Let's
couldn't find
see if we
any.
can find it.
Uh-oh.
Got my private raggy.
That album cover
Songs
would
for
connotate
gay
that
dog.
there's
Oh my
also songs
God.
for straight dogs, apparently. Or maybe ones that are all in the middle.
Maybe it was like A-side, B-side, A-side,
Right.
B-side. That was the
really
B-side.
creepy.
Yeah, that could be
Oh, it's a
B-side.
comedy album.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Well, then that
Ah,
actually, then
okay.
fair enough.
Yeah.
You can
Fair
play
enough.
a tidbit
Okay.
here. But
Oh, good. Oh, good.
I'm almost relieved in a way.
Three old ladies.
I'm kind of relieved in a way.
The gay
because
dog
it
song
wasn't.
is
Like,
crazy.
you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
play that for your dog before you leave, and you come back and it's humping the table.
Hey.
There's some
You play
song
just to
titles
confuse
right
your pet.
here. Don't use the WC. 10 in a bed. Foggy doggy do.
10 in a bed. Wow,
Oh wow.
that's amazing.
Oh my
The
goodness.
baby would be impressed.
See,
Them hoes
where
four
would
at
you
a
guys be
time.
without me? You wouldn't be this culturally enriched.
That's right.
Where the hell did you find these?
I just an
Oh, my
internet
next date's
search
gonna
of
go
worst
crazy.
album covers, and just found page after page
Yeah,
of these,
right.
and I just found the best, and just kind of snipped them out, and that was
So,
that.
what kind of music do you listen to? You know, songs for gay dogs,
Little metal tit when I'm feeling
metal
frisky.
tit.
It's a little bit indie, a little bit underground,
Oh
but
my god, your sex playlist is crazy.
I only listen to
Thank you.
dance You wouldn't like them. You've never heard of them.
Let me touch him.
Yeah, little let me touch him on the side. Okay, here we go.
oh my god.
This is Brainstorm. Smile a while, guys. This is what happens when
That's like
owners
Jim
of
Carrey
gay
on
dogs
the
get
left.
together.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is the next cover of the Bud Light can. I got
Right.
it. Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
Shrewsbury Lager, by the way.
This is
Right.
what ruined their
They do 10 in a bed right there.
The two in the middle actually look surprised that they're doing this, and the two on the outside are like, just go with it.
Yeah, the somebody else are leaning in. They're like,
It's all right.
The guy on the left's like, I finally
We have
get
something to
wear
tell
this.
you.
Who do you
The
think?
left's like,
I
I've
love
been
how he
having
picked out
this
the
in my
crop top,
closet.
too.
The crop top is a good
Yeah,
touch.
he was like, you
he
know
wanted
what?
to differentiate
He's
himself.
going for it. He was
Right.
like
Yeah.
flicking me
He's got
off,
the
or
abs
like-
for it.
Yeah, he wanted the trail, like the hair trail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
for
Like,
sure.
like he wanted to. He just wanted, like, in case that appeals to you. You
Right.
know? Yeah.
The guy on the far left
Yeah.
and the guy second from the left obviously had had a conversation, or at least made a decision about the size of the breasts that they were going to pad in this shot, because they're not the same cup size. So it's not like the producer just showed up with a bunch of all double D cups and said, "Okay, guys, have at it." They're like, "No, I think I'm only going to go C today. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
feeling that."
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It was just the other guys are a little puffy, whatever.
They were kind of modest though. There's no underboob.
Yeah, that was
There's
just
no
that.
underboob at
That's
all.
True.
There's pit hair. I see pit hair.
Yeah,
but
a lot of
no
pit hair.
underboob.
How do you like pitch this to your band too? Like,
Yeah.
hey guys, I want to all get in.
Yeah, we're trying to get
weddings,
serious, guys. We're
corsets,
trying to get
lingerie,
signed.
dresses, you know,
we
just-
want to play.
Yeah.
We want to play festivals. What we need is a
we got to stand out a little.
plain white background where we're all
Right.
wearing white underwear. Oh God,
The guy second from the left, he's like, I don't know how you guys think you look in this.
I am fabulous.
Well, the
though.
thing
Going
is,
Victoria's
I think
Secret.
they shaved their legs. They had to, right?
That guy's
Look at
leg
that.
muscles
Like,
on the left
look, he's
there. You got the
leg
veins.
Yeah.
He's got some veins going.
That's
You're
a
right.
swimmer build going on over there.
He is. That dude's lean.
Why the guy on the right's facing the opposite direction? Why did he get to face into the breast of the guy on the left? I don't know.
Yeah, they're really going.
I feel like we've looked at this too long because we found a way to compliment any
Yeah.
of these people.
Yeah,
Let's move
let's
it
just-
right along.
I think, fellas,
The guy on the left is up to some tomfoolery. He's got his like hand like
He looks very comfortable in this role.
he does.
Right.
Extremely
He looks
comfortable.
like Jim Carrey.
It was his idea.
He looks like
It was his idea. You can tell.
This guy looks like Frodo.
Right.
Yes.
This guy looks like, I don't know, John Lennon's son. I would imagine. And this guy on the right honestly looks a little bit like Ringo. If you really look at it. Like, you like blur your vision a little. It's just like
Little
It
Ringo-esque.
probably was.
what
Yeah.
happened to the Beatles
Yeah.
and Jack Harlow?
I bet you anything he's the drummer, the one on the right, because they're always the weird ones in the group.
Oh, for sure.
He's the weird one. You're right.
Yeah, he's the weird one.
Right, because he's facing the other direction.
Yeah.
Guy second from the right looks like he is concerned about his eyebrows, though.
Yeah,
I've noticed
Looks like
that.
He's wearing like eye makeup too. I can't really tell.
put on too much bronzer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
he
like-
definitely did, for sure.
yeah. I mean, if you're going to shave your legs, you're going to do your eyebrows at that point. You know
Oh,
what
that's
I mean?
true.
I mean, I do my eyebrows.
You're already
That's
wet.
what it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
See, I got a couple thoughts on this. Like, I'm looking at the guy on the left's leg muscles. I feel like he went to the gym to prepare for the shoot. Like, he
Yeah,
wanted people to
pump
see those
arms,
legs.
like,
Yeah.
Damn. Those
No
quads?
doubt. Yeah. Like, not overly developed, but definite
They're
definition.
toned.
The fact that the name of this group is Brainstorm, but they clearly have never had one.
First idea that popped in their head.
Smile a while should be think once in a while.
Yes.
But who,
Next slide, please.
Next,
who do you think's charging the most for a one-night stand?
the tall one clearly is by pound.
Yeah,
He's
the
got
tall
the
one
nails
thinks he's
going,
got
too?
it. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
He's put the most into this, and I don't want to look at this anymore.
All right.
Brainstorm. Charge a fee once in a while.
All right.
Ew.
You know what's crazy? I actually knew a guy who knew this ex-gay
I thought
porn
you were about to
star,
say that was
and
in this.
He, was
He knew
like,
a guy who knew a guy.
He knew a guy who, well, he knew this guy who's this gay porn star who
Right.
used to, and he'd be like, he was going over the rates, and he's like, so like, what would you charge for like a night? And he was like, like $3-4 grand for like 8 hours. I'm like, damn,
Wow.
this guy was charging a lot for just a night. I was like, damn, dude, could be making like low six figures, just seeing like 4 people a month. I was like, nice.
That's
Like good work
amazing.
if you can get it, I guess.
Just destroying your soul. I mean, it's
Yeah,
a
for
small
sure,
price
for
to pay.
sure.
So,
All right.
Gary.
So here we go. Now
Getting down
now
to
we have
business.
yes. Gary is getting
everywhere.
down to business.
I kind of like this though. He's
Whoa.
getting into it. He's
Wait.
rocking those jeans.
got like- he's like-
All right, those are some big. I don't know what's with that pose. He's got something up his butt.
that, I know what that is. That is the Charlie's Angels pose.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
So let me.
I'm telling
all right,
you.
So ask me this though.
Same jeans,
He's
too.
got. There's nothing in the phone booth. There's nothing in either one of the 2 trucks in the background. What business is he getting up to? Because there's nothing back there.
It looks like it's about to murder you. Do you see his eyes?
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
It's like a very silly detective.
It's ironic that you were talking about gay porn star rates when this slide
This came up right exactly
because I'm seeing a synergy here.
This is the same kind of look that De Niro's friends gave Karen when she came around the corner, and like it's like it's time to get down to business. Like, she's here.
Pants.
Yeah.
It's like a wallet tucked in there.
I was about. I was going to bring that
yeah.
up. So keep
is
your
that?
eyes. Keep your eyes on that. Whatever the hell that red thing is in the pants, you're going to see it again, and
What?
this is all going to make sense. And I'm not even kidding you. I thought
Seriously?
I
They were all
found this
collabing on their album
after I did
covers.
all the albums and I was going through them. I'm like,
Right.
holy shit! So glad you noticed that. Yes, there's a
Oh.
red pocket protector or some kind of shit going on down in his.
He needs
pants.
protector.
Yeah, penis
It's a
protector.
penis
Yeah,
protector.
yeah.
It was so important
Saving
that
it
it's
from
front and
AIDS,
center in
hopefully.
the thing, and I think I know why.
Freddie
so we got
Mercury
the
never had
pose.
one.
Yep, we got the pose.
Got the pose, right?
We all have to do the Gary pose. Now, Gary is so important that he's just one name because you just know he's Gary.
For sure.
He's known as right.
Oh wow.
Okay,
Oh.
My Lips Are for Blowing by Svetlana.
I'm not gonna lie. I like this one a lot. I can't
This
put
is
my
so-
finger on it, but
I know.
Deja vu. I've seen this before somewhere.
She's not bad looking. She likes to play with a big piece of wood in her mouth.
On Tamala? Why did they
Svetlana
release this?
Gruberosov. And she's probably Russian. I like that.
And the texture is a little skin fluty,
Yeah, absolutely.
a little bit.
Yeah, it's
a
like
little
they
bit.
like almost painted it in a way. Like it doesn't
Right.
look like a photograph. It's like they painted
Yes,
a photograph.
it's all right,
kinda weird.
Svetlana. We're gonna just pretend you're
She's not
playing.
looking at her sheet
right.
music.
I was about to
Right.
point that out. She's not looking at the sheet music on the
Right.
stand or on the desk in front of her, and the record player is clearly not playing. So all this just thrown in there for no
No,
reason.
Svetlana, it's all good. Just pretend you're playing a clarinet, and we'll take care
Well,
of the
we
rest.
know it happened because like is obviously she's Russian or Eastern European, very Eastern European name.
Yes.
and
Absolutely.
Yes.
They were like translating it like, okay, we got to put this name in English. It probably meant like I'm playing the flute, and now it's like my lips are for blowing. It just didn't translate well. I'm gonna give it to her.
I agree.
Like,
Yeah,
she-
you gotta give it
I
a
bet you
honest
that's
mistake.
what happened.
you know?
Right. This
Yes.
was her
Yeah.
chance to get
Yes.
out of a gulag, and we
For
blew
sure.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
What would her lips be for though? You know what I mean? Like I
I
know,
can think of
understand,
a
like,
couple of things.
Yeah, my lips are
For
insert
drinking
better translation
Shrewsbury
here.
lager.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's what they're for.
Shrewsbury lager.
Well done, sir. Excellent.
Well done, Connor.
Got to keep those lights on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Moving right along.
All right.
So it gets worse from here?
Well, the last one is worse. The rest are pretty much all like The last one, I almost pissed myself when I saw it because some of these you have to remember that there was from a creative design. There was like a director involved, and people had ideas. They threw some ideas around.
Yes.
Here we go.
Oh,
Hey.
Wow.
yo.
The Handsome
Whoa.
Beasts.
It's
The
just
name
two
of the
pigs.
album is Bestiality. Do not feed the animals, including whatever the hell that is on the left.
At least they were right to the point.
Yeah.
Like they know.
Yeah. Please do not feed the animals, but you can fuck them all day long.
The
Wow.
handsome beast.
I'm just gonna let this sink
bestiality.
in. I'm gonna let you guys just drink this in for a while, and I'll be quiet and let you just have fun with it.
I will neither eat pork nor ever remove my shirt ever again.
I think that guy in the center ate that pig's brother or something, bro.
Yes.
Now I want you to
Yes.
notice something. I don't think that guy is actually wearing pants, and if you look at the look,
He
of the
doesn't.
pig's-
No, I was
Oh,
saying
you're
like,
right.
Oh, you can see the wang.
Look at the look at the look on the pig's face. The pig sees it, and that's why he's
Yes.
smiling.
I feel like the pig. Yeah, pig's got a little grin. He's like, hey, yo.
He's like, I know what that is. That's for me.
It's like, I'm usually the one you get the
Sausage.
sausage
Hey,
from.
yeah.
Right there, right there.
Yeah, that's it.
It's just
Again.
like a spot the difference between two pigs. Like, I don't really get the.
One of these things is not like the other.
What I'm wondering too is,
Wow.
like, what?
Wow.
Aren't you
what?
glad I found this?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, maybe not this one. I mean, just in general.
very
this
weird
one.
Reddit
Purposes of
thread, you
content,
were
yes.
like,
For
okay.
purposes of my psychological well-being going forward, no.
Not so much. You're gonna
Not
get
so
therapy
much.
for years.
Yes.
That pig's trying to cover his eyes. He's like, I don't want to see you.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I thought I was gross, but damn,
Right, the
dude.
pig is
Were
actually
you-
embarrassed to be in there.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, come on now.
Yeah.
If my family sees this, man.
It
My
probably
career's
the
over.
pig belonged to Svetlana.
I'm just
the
trying to
last
make a
one.
living, dude. I just want to be bacon at this point.
I got a few observations. One of them is like, what farm would green light this? Like a guy obviously came to the owner of the farm. It's like, we got this great idea for an album called Bestiality. We're just gonna send some naked dude with it looks like no shoes on or whatever, just going in
Yeah.
there.
Wading through the pig shit.
It's tough too.
At least they put some hay down to kind of
Definitely.
differentiate the two.
Or he got the pig under false pretenses, which does not seem beyond this guy.
Well, 'cause also, is this his farm, or is he like, dude, I just need your pig for a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
Take a
Yeah.
naked
Or just-
photo with your pig.
Right, or just showed up on the farm pantsless, and they're like, "Dude, just do what you got."
This wasn't the first photo
and
either.
then
They
get out of
definitely
here.
had one where it's like too light and you can see his junk, and then there's
Yeah.
like, we got
Right,
to
they should
shadow
do
in
with
there.
do it again,
Yeah.
do it again.
Yeah.
You can
Because
see
this
junk.
is
For sure.
way before Photoshop. You
And
know
look
what
how
I'm
that
saying?
is. He probably
Yeah.
fell over at least once. You know,
He's like, I can't keep
he's
this
like,
pose for long, dude. Come on, take
That's
the
a hard
picture.
pose to keep, even if you're normal. But like he fell over.
Yeah, and that was before he got behind the pig.
Yeah.
Or
Just-
after.
just-
That'd be
Really
funny
tell.
if you did
So
have
much
like
going on.
shoes on there. He's got like Jordans on or something.
Oh, yeah.
This is real.
Hey,
Nice.
All right, before we're
He's
permanently
got his
scarred.
watch on.
he does.
Oh yeah.
He's got some fashion sense. You know.
Yeah, I'm done with this one. I like the other one better than the last one, honestly.
He's actually doing yoga in the pig fucker position.
Yeah,
right.
That's what we're gonna call it for sure.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Downward humiliated pig.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my god. Oh, it's the name of a sorority from Stockton.
They have the charter.
Yeah, inside joke. Back in the day.
Okay, what
I know, like,
horror is
I know.
coming up now? Wait.
Okay, now.
John Bult?
Okay,
Is it
John.
Bult?
Yeah. Okay. Now there's a lot to take in here. Let me walk you
16th
through
birthday?
this. Julie's 16th birthday. There's so much going on wrong with this. First of all,
Wow.
does she look
Hey,
16?
yo.
What's going on
Wow.
with
Hey, she looks 16 to me. Wait.
this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Officer, she told me she was 16.
Yeah. I mean, I thought Winger's song, she's only 17, made me uncomfortable. This makes
This
me
is bad.
uncomfortable.
They're obviously in a bar, which she probably has no right to be in. She obviously doesn't want to be there. He's probably said, like, no, you can't order the tater tots. And if you try to signal the waitress, you're going back in the Winnebago, and you're not. And I'm not untying you until we get to Texarkana.
Right.
That's exactly the conversation that had. The beer and the
Yes.
cigarette are already half done, so they've been there a while, and she realizes
Right.
that she's not going to ever see your family ever again.
Yeah, she definitely looks really sad for her birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, did
This
you
is
just buy
the worst
her, or,
birthday
like-
ever.
Yeah. Sour 16th.
Well, it's
I
funny
know.
because my friend, he's in Slovakia right now. He's like, Peter, the age of consent here is 15, and it is a lot lower for drinking and other stuff in Eastern European countries. And I'm like, whoa, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, calm down there. I don't want to know what's after the sentence. We're just gonna. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Slovakia. No, wait. It's just crazy. I was like, damn.
Get your passport ready, guys. We're jumping on a plane.
Yikes.
So again, this was somebody's good idea.
Yeah.
They spec'd this out. The photographer had to set up. This was approved by like a creative director, and somebody said, "Yeah, this is what we should do for your album. Well, we're trying to convey something."
Yeah, is the pedophile dude, is he like one of the guys who just grew out a beard, but he's like from the Let Me Touch Him cover up? It's
It
like
could
the same
be.
kind of vibe.
It's
I'm
this is
getting.
far worse. At least those guys are the same age. I mean,
like
Julie's
11.
Yeah, at least they're of age of consent.
right. Julie
Exactly.
definitely does not want to be there, and
No.
people bought this album cover and said, "I can't wait to hear what this guy has to say."
Yeah, like was there an investigation after this? Like there should have been.
I know.
There clearly should have been. What's coming up next?
Expect Chris Hansen to go walk in and say, "Could you have a seat over there, please?"
I like this though, because it's like when YNW Melly made his song "Murder on My Mind."
Yeah.
He literally raps about killing
Yeah.
somebody, like who he killed.
Guys, I don't know about you,
Completely
but
great.
I'm looking at this album cover. I've never seen Steve Perry look that upset before. And he's got a ring on that finger too.
Right. So he's
does.
They've already consummated.
Yeah,
tough.
Wow.
exactly. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. The more you stare at these album covers,
Yeah.
the worse it gets. I'm
was
telling
mail
you.
order.
Dude, the
Bride.
70s was creepy.
I know. Right.
Really
You make fun of
creepy.
the 80s, but shit, this stuff's
Yeah.
far worse.
80s funny and cheesy, 70s creep central.
Horrible. Right. And
Wow.
we are just getting started.
We're only
Just revving up the
halfway
engine.
in.
Yep. Exactly. That's why we're saving the best for last and just going right on down.
No doubt.
Oh, my God.
What horror show is coming up next?
And there are actually some that I just decided not even to show you guys because I'm like, I don't even know what to say about this because it just,
I kind of like that though. Have that implied heart.
Okay.
That's
Now
tough.
this is too easy. Yeah. Now, if your name is Dick Black, you just lean into it. Okay. There's nothing else you can do. There's nothing else that can be said. He's in on the joke clearly because look at that jacket, and
Yes.
he says, "You know what?
Yes.
If you want to hear something awesome, then what you want is a taste of Dick Black." And ladies, line up because
So-
that's what you're
crazy.
getting.
So this is in the wrong list. This is not one of the worst album covers ever. This is one of the best.
This is one of the
It
best,
really is.
right?
Looking
Now,
at playing that accordion and that
now,
horrible.
I believe does that
horrible
seem that this
outfit.
is picture number 11 if I'm looking right in the corner.
Yeah.
If that is right, then make sure you get to number 12 because they're related.
And this dude who posted this album cover, he looks like he thought he was posing for like a Christian song or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
album
yeah.
cover. You know what I mean?
Like, no, taste the
Like, I
dick.
love my grandchildren.
And then the Dick Black gets slipped in. Oh,
Hey,
Hey, whoa,
I saw
whoa,
what
whoa,
I
whoa,
did.
whoa,
You saw what I
whoa,
did?
whoa, whoa. I did, unfortunately.
That actually took a half second. I'm like, God damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to A Taste of Dick Black. Dick Black and his band are back in black, and Dick's. Wait.
Dick is
Okay.
black.
Oh
Okay,
my
so
god.
Rudy Ray Moore.
Speaking of Dick Black, we have Rudy Ray
No,
Moore.
White Christmas.
Is that Al Green?
Yeah.
I support that though. This ain't no White
After
Christmas.
Hours.
They're right.
Exactly.
This Ain't No White Christmas is the name of this album.
Wow, he got
From
4 at a
1974.
time.
And
Damn, good for him.
he's got all the ladies, and they've got all the accoutrement on them. They've got the balloons and the streamers hiding themselves seductively. But even look at old Rudy Ray in the back. You can tell he didn't even know that they were about to take the photo because he's still working on the tree back there.
For sure. They
He's
just
hanging
snapped the photo there, like.
So
He's hanging his balls.
He's hanging his balls on the poor woman in front of him.
yeah.
They're
Nice.
they're in the middle of her afro somewhere.
Very subtly.
So there had to be at least several shots in a row. This is the one they went with. Like, is he? Did they just say "Hey, cheese" and then he was surprised?
Wow.
Like,
Was this like the soundtrack to every blaxploitation film
it
ever?
must have been. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. I mean,
It
all
has
sounds
to be.
like that.
It
yeah.
I think actually some of the actors, I think some of the women were in those movies actually.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
At some point in time, one of those women are gonna have like kids who come up. Mommy, is this you on the album? Oh, it's sugar. Put that away.
Wait a minute. Is Rudy Ray Moore the guy who was in the ODB video where he was like doing karate and knocking out the cops and shit? Is that him? He kind of has that look.
It may be.
He kind of has that look.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me. And if you look, his
Somebody
left,
looks like that guy.
his left
So
leg
looks
is
like that guy.
You can see that his legs are bare, which means that I'll
Yeah.
bet you
Yeah.
anything. Dollars to donuts. He's completely naked on this
He
set.
is. No, 100%.
Yeah, he's naked.
completely.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's so
Yeah.
naked in
Yeah,
that.
he's not wearing his Fruit Looms. He's
No, you can
naked.
tell the woman on the right. Her smile says, "There's an erect penis on my back right now."
Yeah.
She does have that quintessential look.
I know,
Yeah.
she's like, hey.
I didn't sign up for this. I think Rudy hired some ho-ho-hos for this album.
Definitely did. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Well done, well done.
Yes,
He's
sir.
definitely big pimping right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Okay.
Lucky number 13.
I think that was my favorite album cover so
Is that
far.
your favorite so far? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till we get to the end.
But wait, it gets worse.
So going to hell after these. I'm telling you right now.
All we're doing is talking about the album covers. We
I
didn't
know.
make them.
We didn't make them, right?
You know, we
exactly.
had nothing to do with.
Can't even
And we
imagine.
condone the bestiality one and the non-consensual one, which is totally fair.
Okay.
All my friends
Are Dead by Freddie Gage. Now I know
No,
I
this
want
is
to wait
depressing.
when I want to get some action and I got to
Where's
put
the
on
red
some
thing?
mood music.
Yeah.
I want to put on All My Friends Are Dead by Freddie Cage. Now if you notice,
Yeah.
the reason that Freddie Cage is depressed is because he killed all of his friends. They're all in the cemetery behind him. And what's Freddie Cage holding? He's holding that red thing from
Yes.
that other album cover with Mr. Taking Care of
Yes.
Business. He killed Mr. Taking Care of
Yes,
Business.
he's right.
He's in the
He
background.
took
He's
care
got-
of business.
He took care of his business, and he's in that
Yes.
gravestone right behind him.
He hired the other dude to
Right.
pose for that very provocative, very obvious kind of like that douchey, vibey look, and it's like took him back to his house, killed him, kept the pocket protector, whatever that is. But I don't think there's no one in that grave. They're all in his.
He also
They're
came
all
out
in
with
his
a
crawl
fire
space.
fit, too. He was like,
Yeah,
I look good.
all those guys are in his crawl space. There's
Oh,
not
absolutely.
There's not a single person buried where he
Right,
is.
he's just kneeling. Just
Yeah.
this is just
He
for
orchestrated
effect.
that.
Right, this
He
is to
totally
throw, this is to
orchestrated
throw
that.
the cops off the
Yeah.
case.
Yeah,
but he
natural
absolutely
causes.
killed that other guy because that's why. How did he get his red thing?
I love such a whimsical font for that, too.
Oh wait,
Like,
did you guys see
"Haha,
the
all my
small
friends are
print
dead."
on the bottom? It says founder and director Pulpit in the Shadows, a ministry dedicated exclusively to victims of drug abuse.
No, well now
It's a
not.
Christian album.
Nice.
It's a
By
Christian
Rainbow
based
Records,
album.
bro.
All my
Oh,
friends
my
are dead. Well, so their
friends
savior's
are
dead,
dead.
so I guess that makes sense that all their friends would be dead too.
That's true.
It kind of makes sense.
They'll be dead for like 3 days.
He still killed that guy. I don't care what anybody
Oh,
says.
he-
He absolutely killed
Absolutely.
that guy.
Yep.
I don't know. I'd rather
Nice.
I'd rather listen to this than just go through the Dare program. You know, just turn this on, touching anything.
Well, it's
again.
actually really good when you think about it. It's like all my friends died from drug abuse. I mean,
Right.
Right.
shit.
But we're still having
Right.
this jolly old time over on Rainbow Records.
Yeah.
We're still cutting a deal.
Rainbow Records,
Get your
guys.
ass in the cemetery because we got
Come
a
on
photo
now.
shoot, bitch.
Oh my god.
What do we got? Do we have more?
Only a couple more.
A couple more. Okay, let's round them out. And okay, cool.
Yeah, just a few more. Sorry.
We've gone this far.
Yeah,
No,
We're
this
not-
is solid.
We're not
though.
turning back. I
This
thought
is
you guys,
solid.
You guys would appreciate all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, does that mean love mother?
Love
It
Mother.
does, yes. Love mother. Heino
I'm
says he
just
loves
first
mother.
time.
Mutan.
Yeah, yes. And I mean, this is almost not even as bad as the others. I think I probably should have taken this one out. But
Speaking of Warhol.
yeah, exactly.
Shit.
This is the funny thing is that this guy looks a lot like the Dieter, guy from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Yes. On Sprockets.
Yeah, from Sprockets.
We
yeah.
dance.
And why is Heino looking
Wow.
in two different directions? I think this
He
really
is, bro.
bothers
He's
me.
crazy.
Oh, he's got a squirrel spotter.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got like the eyes going one direction.
Which
Yeah.
one is the wait? Which one is the weak eye? I'm going with the left eye.
I'm going with the right eye.
You going with the right eye?
His own left or
right
our
eye's
right?
the- His right.
Wait,
His right. This one. No. Our right.
Our
This
right, his
guy.
left is the weak guy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
It's funny.
Exactly,
You look at the left eye and it says, "Oh man, I'm turned on by you," and then you look at the right eye and just like, "I'm just staring at you." I don't know. Like, what's the mood here?
And what does ein Blumenstrauß der verwelkt? What the hell does that mean?
The one up top means something about
We're gonna find
the
out.
flowers.
Peter's on it.
The flowers that don't
Translate
wilt
that.
or something like that.
Peter's so on it. He's so on it right now.
Ein Blumen.
Like one something.
Blumenstrauß.
Blumenstrauß.
A bunch of flowers. There.
Die verwelkt.
It's like the flowers that don't wilt or something like that.
A bunch of flowers that never withers.
That's close.
Okay.
Interesting.
Flowers that never die.
For my mom.
I know.
All his friends are dead,
that's just an
but the flowers live.
Right. Flowers live on.
That's who's attending that funeral for the whole.
Yes,
Right, exactly.
He's standing there in the corner giving you two.
A present for the whole year.
Liebe Mutter is the florist. I got it. I got it.
Hey,
now.
he scooped up all those flowers off of that last guy's funeral.
Dear
Ein
mother,
Geschenk für
bouquet
das
of flowers
ganze
never withers.
Jahr.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So we bought her
Since-
plastic flowers.
Right. Since that
Weekend.
that career obviously didn't work out for him, so he joined Metal Tit out there.
Yeah.
As the illustrator.
Right, as the illustrator.
That's why it's so fucked up. He's got one good eye. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it
no
looks
wonder
great.
the turrets were off. No wonder the turrets
Got
are
him,
off.
bro.
Oh, I've seen this one.
Ken.
This is tough.
Ken by request only.
Who's requesting this shit?
Who's
bro?
requesting
Ken.
Ken?
Ken is requesting Ken.
Ken is
and that's
so
it.
awesome. He shows up twice on his own album cover.
That is a 1970s JCPenney solo shot with the family photo.
Absolutely, it is. That's
Yeah.
what he did. He went down to Sears or JCPenney and said, "I need
Yes.
an album cover," and they said, "Okay, $4.95, please." And then they had the one where he's looking at himself, and he's obviously the one who got the whole thing running with
Yes.
like Rihanna and Cher and the whole one name thing. It was
I
all
agree.
Ken. Ken was the beginning of it all.
That
That's
is
why you can't
yeah.
hear him unless you request him.
That is a Sonny
Don't even
Bono
ask.
mustache.
Don't even
I
ask.
love
Don't
how
even
he's
ask.
smiling
Don't
and
even
they
ask.
have like the crippling depression shot over here.
Right.
It's just like
He should use that as his like current LinkedIn picture. His avatar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
I should
like
put mine as a LinkedIn picture. Probably get some more job interviews
Lundy by request
by
only.
request only.
It looks like he's in like Madame Tussauds or something. He looks like a wax figure.
Who cut the front of that guy's head? Look at that hair.
a bulkhead scares me.
Look at the shot where it's like the close up. Look at
Oh, the sideburns are just down.
They are.
Dude,
They're-
his
so lazy.
pupils are huge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Dude,
dilated
he's
as fuck.
loving what
Yeah.
he's seeing right
I know,
now.
It was
Yes.
very dark in that room before the photographer hit the lights.
Were these taken on the same day? I'm not sure. That hair looks a little different.
It's definitely different. One's cut completely across.
Yeah.
This is like side parted. He's happy.
Yeah.
The other, he's regretting it and his eyebrows.
One is extra sweet hair.
I think this could actually be an ad for a barber named Ken, so that one on the left is before he saw Ken, and the one on the right
Yeah.
is all happy after he saw
Yeah,
Ken.
yeah.
Before and
for
after.
Now that I look at it,
Connor,
I
you're
think
on
that
it,
is.
dude.
I think that his shirt is different too.
Yeah,
So
the
I think
shirt
that
is
was-
different.
Yeah.
Shirt is different.
Yeah, so that was done. So that means that this was such a great idea. He came back and did it again.
Or he couldn't decide. He couldn't decide which
Right.
picture was more awesome.
We need
He's like,
two.
let's just put them both in. Let's just put them both in.
By request, I'm adding both photos to my album cover.
He paid $4.95 twice.
Exactly.
This is a
Yeah.
real investment for Ken,
Do you
right?
think that was
getting his-
him? Just like it
this
wasn't
is
even the
make or
title. They just saw. He said my name by request only. I want this photo done, and they're just like, okay, we're just gonna put that as a
All right, you saved
Oh,
the
wait,
best
sorry.
for
This is the best for last.
Take us
Okay.
home. Take
Number
us home.
six.
Everybody, clear your throats. Get on ready, because I got some shit to show you. Oh, my
I
god!
can't wait, dude.
Oh boy!
It's better than what we've seen, or worse, depending
I
on how you look
guarantee
at
it. You're gonna fall out of your goddamn chair. If this doesn't impress you, I give up and I'm leaving.
What do we got? What do we got?
Oh, I know this artist.
This is Millie Jackson. Back to the shit. That's the name of her album. And yeah, drink it
Sitting
all
on the
in.
toilet?
You can actually smell this album cover from here. She's having
my
such
God.
a metric shit that she's got to take off her right shoe in order to get it out of her ass.
We've all been there, though.
We've all been there.
You got to take off your shirt sometimes, too. You just got to sit
Oh, yeah.
absolutely
You
naked
just-
on the porcelain throne.
exactly.
But you don't make an album cover
Her
out of it.
nostrils are flayed.
Her nostrils are flared because she can already smell it. She knows what's coming.
She likes the smell, though.
Wait a minute,
Oh,
wait a
yeah.
She
minute.
does. You can tell. She's in, like low
No,
key
no,
enjoying
no,
it.
no bullshit. Is that Donna Summer?
No, it's not that.
It's not. You sure?
No, it's Millie Jackson. Can't you read?
I can read,
Right,
but
of
I can
Michael
also see a
Jackson
woman
fame,
sitting on a
or-
toilet who looks like Donna Summer. That looks like Donna Summer to me. I'm sorry.
Again, this was somebody's idea. They had other ideas, and this one.
That made
Somebody decided that this was a good idea. They had a bunch of ideas written up on a board. How about riding a horse? How about on a beach in the sunset? How about me taking a shit? Oh, let's go with that
it.
one.
No, back to the shit.
Back to the shit.
Which means she might have shit and then gone back to take the picture.
And they worked on this. I mean, look how clean and immaculate that bathroom is. I mean, it's like I like the train station tile background.
Yeah.
They've got the black and white. It's all very,
Yeah.
very esoteric. They took a lot of time with it, and they realized it was too minimalistic. So they added the flowers, which are definitely going to wilt because it's only a foot away from her ass.
No, they knew this was for posterity, and they took
Right.
it seriously.
Exactly.
Very, very seriously.
There's no shadows anywhere. That means the photographer took his time and actually put the lights in the right spot to make sure that this was done. This took time. They went out. They had they had lunch brought in to do the shot.
Got some Taco Bell in there.
Exactly, literally, in order to get it all flowing.
They were like, you know what?
For authenticity purposes, obviously.
Clearly.
Obviously. And Millie said yes to this.
Right. And this is the best shot and the best idea that they could come up with. That not only is the name of the album one for the ages, but the fact that the photo shoot.
You know, I'm not giving her enough credit. Maybe she came up with the idea, and she's like, "I'm Millie motherfucking Jackson,
I can
and this
do
is what
whatever
we're
I
doing.
want. I can do whatever I goddamn want."
And this is happening.
Right. And she did 4 rails of coke off the bathroom. Then had a seat.
She does have that kind of like I just did blow look.
Oh,
Right.
for sure.
She's got the nostrils for it.
Yeah.
Definitely has a I just took a shit look to her.
That's a two-liner.
Tell you that right now. Oh yeah.
That's a two-line.
There's one of
nose.
both of those nostrils.
Yeah.
Absolutely it.
Wow. Well, at least they have flowers in them.
I'm not sure that she has enough toilet paper to clean up the act. I mean, that we're talking about. There's not a whole lot left. She's running on empty. I'm a little nervous. I don't know how this shoot wound up. I've got questions.
Yeah.
I can't tell where her hair begins and her dress ends. Like
Right.
it's just one kind of giant piece right there.
It's a
There's
hairdress.
Feathers, and you got to be careful with feathers in the bathroom because they'll just soak up that scent and just carry you around with it all day, and you'll be like, "What is that? Oh, that's a Millie."
I didn't think I could ever be fully disgusted by an album cover, but we've arrived. We've arrived.
Did I save the best for last?
You certainly did.
Okay, there you go. Did I do a good job
you
finding
did. No,
the
way
most
you
absurd?
Yes, the way
nonsense
you triaged that
and
was
triaged
perfect.
everything. Right,
Absolutely
exactly.
perfect. Well done, Lundy.
Thank you
Well
very
done.
much.
Well presented, sir.
There you go. That's it.